Back for part two, really part three, because we got rid of part two, because part two was about me telling you how to do this. And now part three, which is really part two, is a student who is just going to read for us what this looks like. All right, so kick it, student.
Many common fears that humans experience can be boiled down to one basic fear, the fear of the unknown. Humans fear the dark because they cannot see what lies in it. They fear the ocean because of the uncertainty of what lies below the surface. They fear public speaking because they may lack confidence in their own abilities, and they may feel as though public humiliation will follow. Many people fear writing because, while they may understand how to write, they don't understand its many intricacies due to a lack of use, and so it feels foreign to them. As common experience shows, one of the best ways to reduce the fear of something unfamiliar is to pair it with something familiar. This is why understanding the reader-writer relationship is crucial for both readers and writers. Similarly, the best way to understand this relationship is to compare it to other relationships in the world, specifically the relationships between people of different races and genders.
Damn! So we just heard what he had to say, and what we see is that he started with some background information using one particular term, which was fear, and that was a broad concept that he started with that connected to the reader. Surely the first couple of lines of what he said, as a reader, I'm shaking my head going, yeah, read the first couple of lines again.
Many common fears that humans experience can be boiled down to one basic fear, the fear of the unknown. Humans fear.
So right there, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, fear of people don't like what they don't know. Now, that's a really broad concept, and we have to begin to think, well, how is that going to end up talking about men and women? But we can see, based on the next couple of sentences, that he begins to make his content much more specialized as he then begins to transition into that thesis statement. Read the next couple of lines.
Humans fear the dark because they cannot see what lies in it. They fear the ocean.
All examples. Keep going.
They fear the ocean because of the uncertainty of what lies below the surface.
Keep going.
They fear public speaking because they may lack confidence in their own abilities.
All of that develops his initial area. So when you start with one of these strategies, you can't just start with the strategy and then begin to transition. You have to develop that idea to make sure that the person understands why you started so broadly. Keep going.
And they feel as though public humiliation will follow. Many people fear writing because while
now as soon as he says many people fear writing, all of a sudden that's the start of our transition. Now we're going to begin to understand that this essay has something to do, not with sharks, not with, getting shot. I mean, that's a big fear. I can't believe I just said that. But it needs to focus at some point on writing. And so he begins to transition by saying how many people fear writing. Keep going.
Because while they may understand how to write, they don't understand its many intricacies due to a lack of use. All
right, now, he could have stopped right there, but that's not enough. You can't just provide one transitional statement. He then has to develop that idea until it gets to the point that has to do with, now keep reading.